Jack Russell is a man by day and a werewolf by night in this Marvel Halloween special, Werewolf by Night. Now, I watched this in the morning, but if you stayed up late until midnight when it dropped, it probably added to the overall effect of it, because I still had kind of a glare on my TV a little bit, didn't look super dark, I wasn't, scared of being at night or anything, but I still enjoyed this a lot. So this is only 55 minutes. It is a TV special. It's not a movie. And of course we're getting the Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween or Christmas special in December. So I like that Marvel Disney Plus is doing these kind of just one-off specials, because it very much feels like a standalone, and I like that. So let's get into my review of Werewolf by Night. So the special opens with a special presentation credit, which is kind of cool, and then it does the Marvel logo credits, but it does it slightly different. It's in black and white, and it has a couple horror elements like the werewolf slashes and some lightning. So they changed it up, which is really cool because I think it kind of gets you into the tone and the atmosphere of what this special is going to be. So I really liked that. And this is very much a homage to the old classic monster movies, like the Universal monster movies and such, of the old black and white monster creature features. And so I really kind of like that. I think that's what they were going for, and I think that's kind of the tone that they hit as well. So this definitely feels very different from anything Marvel that we've seen, which I like. I like doing something new, and so that really kind of added to the effect of this special as well, and I really enjoyed it. So the opening narration introduces us to the monsters and the world of the supernatural, and talks about the Bloodstone family, and there's an actual Bloodstone artifact that belongs to the family. And so the death of Ulysses Bloodstone is what gathers all these hunters together for his funeral and kind of kicks off the plot of this special. And then we get introduced to Elsa Bloodstone, who's the estranged daughter of Ulysses Bloodstone, and she talks to this woman who organized the whole event, Verussa, who's kind of like the right-hand woman of Ulysses, and Verussa doesn't like her, and she's like, "Why are you here?" And she calls her a disappointment. So we're kind of led to believe that Elsa is not capable or not entitled to inheriting the actual Bloodstone. So Verussa kicks off this whole evening gathering around this group of hunters for this hunt that Ulysses has set up. And Ulysses has turned his corpse into some sort of animatronic that explains the rules of the hunt and everything. And it's a little cheesy and campy. It definitely feels very old type of horror, kind of like Haunted Mansion from Disneyland type of thing. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that just little bit of camp in there. I think it just really kind of added to that effect. So I did like that. And the rules of the hunt are whoever can slay the monster will win the Bloodstone. And also you can take out your opponents if you wish. So Jack Russell, the main character, he goes in first to this like concrete gravestone maze type of place. And he runs into Elsa, and he doesn't want to fight her. And so you kind of get there's some hints that he's not the hunter in the same way as the other hunters are. And, when they talk about, hunting the monster and stuff, you can kind of see, like, the unease on his face. Like, I think partly because he's not there to hunt the monster, and also because he is a monster and doesn't want to be revealed. And so there's a little bit of subtleties in there, which I really like. So then Jack runs into Man-Thing, and it's revealed that they are friends or possibly family, and that Jack's actually there to break Man-Thing out and set him free. And Man-Thing's real name is Ted, which is kind of funny. And then Elsa gets a cool fight scene with one of the other hunters where she like cuts his hand off, and then she like kind of kicks his ass, and then she like kills him with the sort of mini crossbow thing that was attached to his severed hand. So she takes that and she kills him with that, and then she takes the little machine. And that was a pretty cool scene. It's very violent. I wasn't expecting something that kind of level in this Disney Plus special, but it was really cool scene, and you get the sense that even though she was estranged from her father, who's this sort of lead monster hunter guy, she still is very skilled and capable and can handle herself. And so I really liked that about the character, and it was a cool fight scene. And then Jack and Elsa are trapped in a tomb, and they agree to team up to save Man-Thing. In exchange, Elsa will take the Bloodstone, and the Bloodstone is actually attached to Man-Thing's head, and it apparently hurts him or something. It has some sort of supernatural effect on monster creatures, which will come into play later. But so Man-Thing ends up killing the Scottish hunter, and he like kind of touches him and he just kind of burns into ash or something. Again, this is a little bit more violent than I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty cool. And so they let Man-Thing go, he gets free, and then Jack goes to grab the Bloodstone, and it kind of sends him back and stuns him a little bit. And I think he thought that because he was in human form, maybe it wouldn't harm him, but he should have just let Elsa take it because he promised it to her anyway. But so it basically reveals him as a monster to the rest of the group and to Elsa. And so then the crazy lady Verussa locks Elsa and Jack up in a cage, and then she uses the Bloodstone to transform him forcefully into the wolf. And so we finally get the werewolf in this, about, more than halfway through the special. And so then Jack in wolf form ends up breaking out of the cage, and he starts to go to take out all of the guards with their like little stun pull things. And then Elsa also gets out of the cage, and she starts taking out the rest of the hunters. One of them is Tigress from the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I recognized the actor. And so then Jack ends up taking out the guards. And then after that, he kind of goes to attack Elsa, but she kind of calls him by name and is very gentle with him, and he kind of maybe remembers her and doesn't want to hurt her. And so then she just lets him go. And then Man-Thing comes in and saves Elsa from the crazy lady of Verussa, and then like he also touches her and burns her to ash too. Very violent. And man, I like the wolf fight scenes because he does a lot of like kind of slashing moves that like takes out people, and he's very like quick with the fighting and stuff, and I thought all of that was really good. And so then after everything's over with, Elsa basically inherits the Bloodstone and everything that comes with her father's estate and stuff, and then the special ends by turning it into color. So it fades from black and white and goes into color, which was kind of a cool transition. And I'm not really sure why they did that, but I do like that kind of hint that the scary stuff's over and now we're ending on a brighter note. So then Jack wakes up in human form at a campsite in the woods with Man-Thing Ted, and the Judy Garland version of Over the Rainbow is playing on this gramophone, and then they're talking about getting sushi and stuff, and it kind of just is a nice little happy ending, I guess, for this kind of horror special thing that we're going for. So I thought there were some really cool shots in this. I liked the feel of the old black and white horror movie. I like when Jack transforms in the cage. You can just see it as a shadow on the wall behind Elsa kind of cowering. Thought that was a great way to show the transformation and just kind of the effect that it is having on Elsa. Thought that was really cool. And then when Jack's fighting the guards in that little room and the walls like slowly closing, I thought that was really cool. It adds to the sort of claustrophobic effect and suspense to this whole scene. I thought that was awesome. And I liked the couple scenes that we had between Jack and Elsa in the tomb and in the cage talking and kind of trying to relate to one another. I thought that was really good. It added some character growth and development and depth to their characters, which I thought was really cool. I would love to see them come back and team up in a future project, because I really thought that they kind of came to kind of an understanding and were able to work well together. So I really liked them. I also liked the practical effects that we had on Man-Thing and on the wolf. I thought that they were really well done. They definitely kind of harken back to that old classic monster movie thing. And I like that because normally everything's just all CGI now with Marvel, and so I like that we're taking that practical effects. It really adds to the overall tone and effect of what they were trying to go for with this. I think all the actors did a really good job. There wasn't much given to the hunters. The crazy lady Verussa, she kind of played it a little over the top, but I think that's kind of what this called for, and I thought the actors playing Jack and Elsa did a great job in really kind of humanizing their characters. And I really like the atmosphere and tone of this. It's really creepy. It definitely feels like an old horror movie. It has a little bit of that camp, but not overdone. And it's got the violence, which I was a little bit more surprised of. I like the setup of gathering a group of people. That feels like House of Haunted Hill or The Haunting of Hill House type of thing, where you just gather a bunch of people into this creepy type of setting. Thought that was really well done. And I'm going to have to watch this again at night to really kind of get the full effect of it, I think. But I can see myself watching this again and then maybe a couple times because I really enjoyed this that much. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. Watch it at night. I think it's a great special for Halloween. I can definitely watch it a few times throughout this Halloween season. So yeah, definitely go check it out. I highly recommend Werewolf by Night. So that's my review of Werewolf by Night. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Maybe let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more Marvel reviews. And if you want to help support the channel, you can check out the link in the description below to buy me a coffee. So thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll be rotting for you. Bye.